Many patients wrestle with barriers to GLP-1 drugs. One health tech startup is betting big on the role of wearable devices. Signos is the first company to get FDA approval for its glucose monitoring system for weight loss, giving patients real-time insights into how to diet, exercise, and lifestyle choices that impact metabolism. For more, Signos CEO Sharam Fouladgar-Mercer joins us here on set. Sharam, great to have you with us.
Thanks for having me here. I appreciate it.
Tell us how this works.
So we're on a mission to tackle the obesity epidemic. So we're leveraging AI and your glucose. And glucose is your body's primary source of fuel. So we're taking a continuous glucose monitor or a biosensor that we provide you. And we use that to look at your metabolism in real time to see how your body's decisions are affecting your weight throughout this entire journey. And really the focus is, how can we help you see this continuously? It's almost like a Bloomberg terminal for your metabolism.
What will the data tell me? I mean, and let's explain first the device. It's a small wearable device.
Correct.
You attach it to your body. It has a micro needle.
Correct.
That you put it on. You wear it for 15 days. You throw it away. Then you change it. So you have this all hooked up. You see it on your phone, and you see all the information. What do you do with that information? How, glucose spikes after I eat. Like, what do I do with that?
Yeah. So the key really is, how do we predict what's going to happen before you step on the scale? So it's being able to give you the information such that you'll know, should I go for a small walk after this meal? Is this meal going to spike my glucose and cause me to ultimately gain weight, maintain my weight, whatever it may be, and give you these little nudges at the right moment, at the right time to help you along that journey. It really is designed to empower you to help you and be healthier.
How much does this cost, and have any insurers indicated that they would cover it?
It's $129 a month, and it's FSA, HSA eligible. We're now starting to work with insurers to figure out the optimal way to get this reimbursed for customers.
How do you see yourself fitting into the weight loss space with GLP-1s out there? Are you a companion? Would you replace?
Yeah, I think it's a complementary solution. GLP-1s are a very powerful tool. They're really designed for individuals that are obese, whereas Signos is really focused on being accessible to all Americans. And throughout the entire management of your weight journey. This could be weight loss all the way to maintaining your weight. And I think what makes this particularly interesting is, how do we look at this and say, when you go to the doctor's office, you often will have 4 vital signs measured at a point in time. What we ultimately want is them to measure your 5th vital sign, which is your metabolism. And so what we're doing is we're giving you that ability and having it be continuous so you can see it in real time, and empowering you to be able to do that when you're not at the doctor's office on your own.
So the FDA approval is specifically for the device in use for weight loss, or is it just the FDA approval is the accuracy in measuring glucose levels?
It's for the FDA clearance is actually for management of your weight. So that could be weight loss, maintaining weight throughout that whole spectrum.
How do you see the category broadening then? Obviously, it's useful to measure glucose in many other ways.
Yeah, exactly. And I think when you start to look at the benefit of when you're on that weight loss journey and being successful, I'll use a personal story. My wife and I had newborns, and of course, the recommendation we get is, well, why don't you guys just sleep 8 hours a night? It's a really tough recommendation, as you might imagine. And so, wife is sleeping 4 hours a night, and so am I. And so what we saw, and she was excited to go on this, is she was very excited that she lost the weight. But what was more interesting is that her deep sleep tripled after we stabilized her glucose. And so she still slept 4 hours a night, but she felt like she slept 7 or 8. And that is just the beginning of some of the benefits you start to see when you're on that weight management journey.
Are you worried about being displaced in any way, or how does this fit into Apple's push yesterday with wearables and wanting to be sort of that hub for health? Do you fit into that ecosystem? Could you be a target?
Apple's a great solution, and we integrate into all of those types of smart rings, watches, devices, including the Apple Watch. What we see is those devices are very powerful, but they're showing you your data and what it used to be and what it was. And so what we're doing is we're taking AI and saying, how do we predict what's going to happen so that you can see those results in advance, so that when you step on the scale, you already kind of know.